Welcome, beloved soul, to another Heartspell Whispers episode, where love speaks softly, yet leaves echoes that last a lifetime. Tonight, I invite you into a story born of moonlight and defiance, of whispered promises and trembling courage, of a love so fierce it dared to stand barefoot before power and say, "You will not unmake me." Listen closely. This is not just a love story. This is a reckoning. The farmer and the girl behind the gate, her father owned land that stretched wider than mercy. Fields that bowed only to his name. Gold slept in his pockets while pride slept in his chest like a coiled blade. He called himself a man of order, a man of legacy, a man who believed love should be purchased, not chosen. And she, his daughter, was raised like a porcelain heirloom, displayed behind iron gates and polite smiles, taught to curtsy before men who spoke in contracts instead of vows. Then there was him, a farmer with dirt beneath his nails and honesty in his breath. A man who knew the language of soil and seasons, who spoke to the earth and listened when it answered. To her father he was nothing, a beggar, a mistake with a heartbeat, a man whose name did not belong near hers. The warning came swift and venomous. "If you come near my daughter again, I will rip your heart from your chest and feed it to the hogs." Words meant to terrify, words meant to end stories before they begin. But love does not obey threats. The nights she chose him, she did not listen. Instead, she learned the language of shadows. She memorized the creak of floorboards, the rhythm of guards' footsteps, the exact moment the moon dipped low enough to be her accomplice. Night after night, she slipped from silk sheets into cold air, from obedience into truth. She met him where the world grew quiet, by fences humming with crickets, beneath trees that had never learned prejudice, on soil that welcomed every footstep equally. He touched her like she was not owned. She kissed him like she was finally free. They spoke of dreams in hushed tones, of a life built by hands entwined, of mornings earned, of a future that did not ask permission. Every stolen moment tasted like rebellion. Every embrace was a vow whispered into darkness. If the world stands against us, then let the world learn our names through fire. The forbidden room secrets do not stay buried in houses built on control. One night, anger stormed through the halls before she ever reached the door. Her father found out. His fury did not shout, it commanded. Locks were placed like curses. Windows sealed. Her freedom folded and hidden inside a forbidden room no one spoke of except in warnings. She was caged in velvet and silence, told love was a childish illness, told obedience was salvation, but walls do not understand devotion. From that room she spoke his name like a prayer. She pressed her palms to stone and remembered the warmth of his hands. And far away he felt it, a pull in his chest, a tightening of fate. Nothing can keep the heart apart, love does not rust behind doors. One night the window yielded. Moonlight poured in like forgiveness. She did not leave quietly, she left certain. Barefoot and breathless, she ran toward a life that had not yet been promised but already felt earned. He was waiting, not because he knew the hour, but because love teaches patience better than fear ever could. When they met again, there were no speeches. Only tears that tasted like survival and laughter that sounded like escape. They ran, not from shame, not from poverty. They ran toward becoming. The years that forged them love did not make them rich overnight. It made them resilient. They worked with blistered hands and unbroken spirits. They learned the cost of bread, the weight of failure, the beauty of building something slowly with no one watching. They failed together. They rose together. They slept beneath ceilings that leaked and dreamed beneath skies that did not. And somewhere between exhaustion and hope, they became formidable. Success did not arrive as gold, it arrived as proof. Proof that love paired with effort becomes unrecognizable to those who once dismissed it. The return home years later, they returned, not to beg, not to explain. They returned as equals. Her father saw them first before he recognized them. The farmer no longer bowed. The daughter no longer contained. Time had softened what rage could not. Pride learned humility the hard way. The gate opened, not with threats but with open arms, and in that moment the past loosened its grip. What love teaches this is what love does when it refuses to kneel. It survives threats. It slips through locked doors. It outgrows cages. It returns, not wounded, but transformed. Love does not ask permission from those who fear losing control. Love builds kingdoms from fields it was told did not belong to it. Closing whisper: if this story stirred something in you, if you believe love should be chosen, fought for, and honored, please like this video, subscribe to Heartspell Whispers, comment your favorite line or your own love story, and share this with someone who believes love is worth defying the world for. Until next time, may your heart stay brave, your love stay wild, and your whispers always find their way home. Heartspell Whispers.
Thanks for tuning in. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment below and share this video with your family and friends. See you in my next one.